Imagine this. You walk into a store, you're not really planning to buy a Coke. But then, wait, you see your name right there on a bottle. Not just the regular Coke label, your name. You do a double take. You smile, you grab it. Maybe you snap a photo. Maybe you even buy one for your friend named Sarah or Tom. But why? Why did Coca-Cola's simple idea of printing names on bottles explode into one of the most successful marketing campaigns of the decade? Today we're going deep into the behavioral science behind it. Welcome to Why It Works, the podcast brought to you by Market Behaviourally. I'm your host, Matthew Wellington, and this is the show where we take a closer look at marketing campaigns you've probably seen and explain why they work from a behavioral perspective. That means we're not just talking about pretty visuals or clever slogans. We're digging into the psychology, behavioral economics, and the science that makes people act. And today, we're diving into Coca-Cola's legendary Share a Coke campaign. You've seen it, you've probably participated in it, and maybe like me, you've wondered, why was it so effective? Let's find out. So let's rewind to 2011. Coca-Cola in Australia is looking for a fresh way to connect with people, especially younger consumers. They launch what seems like a wild idea. Replace the Coca-Cola logo on their bottles and cans with the country's 150 most popular first names. Instead of saying Coca-Cola, your bottle now says Share a Coke with Jess or Share a Coke with Alex. People went nuts for it. They weren't just buying Coke. They were looking for Coke, searching store shelves for their own names, for their friends' names, for their crushes. They were sharing them on social media, tagging each other. It quickly became not just a drink, but a social moment. The campaign spread globally. By 2014, it hit the US and dozens of other countries. It even reversed a 10-year sales decline for Coca-Cola in the US. In Australia, they sold over 250 million personalized bottles. This is in a country with fewer than 23 million people. That's more than 10 bottles per person. They expanded the campaign, added nicknames, song lyrics, even cities, and eventually they let you customize your own bottles online. So this wasn't a one-hit wonder. It evolved, adapted, and kept connecting with people in fresh ways. But it wasn't just smart branding. It was grounded in deep behavioral principles. Let's break that down. All right, so let's talk about the why. Why did this simple switch, just putting names on bottles, make such a huge impact? Here are 5 powerful behavioral reasons. First up, personalization. There's something called the name letter effect, which is our tendency to prefer things that include our own name or initials. Our brains are primed to notice our names. It feels personal, special. Coca-Cola tapped directly into that instinct. Seeing your name on a bottle, that's a tiny dopamine hit. It grabs your attention and creates an emotional connection. Next, social proof. As soon as people started posting their bottles online, look, I found mine. It triggered that herd instinct in the rest of us. When we see our peers doing something, we subconsciously think, maybe I should do it too. Social media multiplied this effect tenfold. It became a trend. And when things go viral, they become behaviorally contagious. Third is scarcity and collectability. Not every name was available in every store. People started hunting for their name or their friends. And anytime something is hard to get or feels exclusive, it becomes more valuable in our minds. Some even started collecting bottles with all their friends' names, like trading cards. That added a layer of gamification. Fourth, identity. Names aren't just labels. They're core to how we see ourselves. Sharing a Coke with someone whose name is on the bottle felt personal and thoughtful. It turned a mass-market product into a tool for self-expression and connection. That's incredibly powerful when it comes to influencing behavior. And fifth, emotional salience. Coke didn't just say, buy a drink. They said, share a moment. They built emotion into every bottle. Whether it said mum, mate, or your best friend's name, it triggered memories, relationships, stories. We remember emotional experiences, and we're more likely to act on them. That's Behavioral Science 101. Now, of course, there are even more layers here. FOMO, implementation intentions, attentional bias. But these 5, these are the behavioral heavy hitters that really explain why it worked. So there you have it. Coca-Cola didn't just change a label. They changed the meaning of the product. They turned it into something people could see themselves in, something people could share. That's the kind of behavioral magic we love to unpack. And if you're listening to this thinking, how do I get people to take action like that? Then let's talk. I'm offering a free 30-minute quick wins call. It's not a sales pitch. It's a conversation where we'll uncover 3 to 5 things you can do right now to boost conversions, sales, or engagement in your own business using proven behavioral science. The booking link is in the show notes. Totally free, totally actionable. I'd love to help. Thanks for tuning in to Why It Works. Subscribe, share it with a friend, and keep exploring the fascinating ways behavior drives business. Until next time, stay curious, think behaviorally, and keep asking why it works.